Today, we're going to talk through the Thursday Night Football Game of Year, craft up winners for the Xbox Bowl, and let's cash another squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. A kid in full hockey fit pulls up and sits right in front of you, and you can't see a thing. This might be more of a me guy move than just bringing your glove to a game. At least your glove is not right in the people behind you's face. I'm not trying to grow my bones anymore. My bones are grown, bro. I don't need to drink milk. I'm not a baby. You know who drinks milk? Babies and children. I don't put milk in my coffee. I drink black coffee like a grown-up. He ain't throwing a pick. If I could speak another language, I'd say it in that one too. It's time to dust off old Krabs again, take the less than half a pick, and f***ing cash would be tonight's. Tail it, fade it, I don't give a shit. I'm making money on it. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 828 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan. Presented by Pikkit Sports. If you are not using Pikkit Sports every single day, like old Krabs, like Jovan, like Goots, like the rest of the Bookit Squads, what are you doing? Change your life today for the better and start using Pikkit Sports every single day, just like us. Go download Pikkit Sports on the App Store or Google Play. Whatever phone you have, they've got Pikkit Sports ready for you. Go check it out. Hurry up. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Go.
Jovan, happy Thursday. We got some great games tonight.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Great football games
There's
tonight.
a couple.
We got the football, college, or NFL game of the year. Rams, Seahawks. Thursday Night Football, primetime game of the year. There's going to be a monsoon. So it might not end up being the game of the year, but on paper, it's the game of the year.
Yeah.
And we've got the Xbox Bowl, which people are extremely excited about. We're actually going to be there, boots on ground, tonight at the Ford Center. Is it Ford Center?
Yeah,
Ford
the Star.
Fields?
The Star.
The Star. That's what the cool kids call it, the Star. Very excited for that game. Arkansas State versus Missouri State. That might be game of the night.
That could be game of the year.
That might be game of year.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I'm taking the under. Okay. Let's go ahead and hop in. Let's recap yesterday's plays. Great day yesterday overall. We hit some bets. We hit some prize picks lineups. We had ourselves a day. We had ourselves a Wednesday. Goots, let's go ahead and recap the squad ride from yesterday. How about the Blue Hens? Don't let the Blue Hens get hot. It might be too late.
That was just hard.
It might be too late. They were dialed, well, until the fourth quarter, but they held on.
Yeah, they tried their hardest to blow that one at the end.
They did kind of try to blow it, but their defense came up with a big sack in the fourth, and that solidified a win outright for Delaware. Should have kept the points. Didn't need them, although they flipped to a favorite right before kickoff. So whatever line you got, should have cashed. I think they won by a touchdown. So W Blue Hens, W Mini Coochie. Shout out Mini Coochie for a decent performance. Had a couple big throws, couple touchdown passes. Have a feeling Mini Coochie will be playing somewhere else next year. Maybe Virginia Tech. Who knows? Maybe TCU. Mini Coochie will be leveling up his game next year, playing somewhere better. You could just tell. You could just tell. He could be a frog.
No.
He could be a frog.
No.
Yes.
No.
You lose Hoover to South Carolina, you're going to need a new QB, and there's not many better out there.
He's not going there anymore because Sellers is back.
Okay.
But we can get somebody in that event better than Mini Cooch.
Well, there's not many better names out there. There might be better players, not better names.
Yeah, not many better names in college football.
No, there's not. Let's check out the Sharp report and see how we did overall yesterday. 4-1 for me. Jovan, you hit what mattered most. Okay, you cashed your more than squares, and we hit a Sharp report 4-man. That's huge.
Yeah, shit on the books. Good on PP.
Yep, huge. Gosh, man, the Kings didn't come through. I knew there was something up with that weird goals allowed square. Couldn't take it.
Yeah, you squeaked.
Couldn't take it. Yep. That's a shame because we would have cashed big time, but we take it. We hit a squad ride, which is most important there. We hit a Sharp report 4-man. W chat. Hope you guys tailed that. Let's go. Come on.
Those were two of your best squares in quite some time, other than Caden Creel fades.
Yeah, those are damn good squares. The squares have been hot.
Dude, Caleb Walker was barely in the game.
Barely. I don't know why, but he barely played.
Yeah, he didn't even check in until like 7 minutes left in the first half.
I don't know why, but he barely played. Might have gotten in some trouble. A lot of rules out there at Air Force. A lot of rules. A lot of rules. Nobody's talking about it, but the squares I'm putting up are just hitting at an alarming rate. The book plays are doing pretty solid as well. We're pretty hot right now. Perfect time before Christmas because it's not a cheap holiday. So let's keep putting some money in our pockets. Let's keep building the bankroll. And let's stay hot. Let's have an absolute legacy Thursday as well today. No need to get fat, happy, complacent.
Can't.
Okay, let's stay dialed in.
Simply can't.
Let's keep doing what we've been doing. I'm sure the chat appreciates it. Okay. P-Dub getting involved. We be cashing. Let's go, P-Dub.
We fucking cash.
15 stream streak. We got Killer Jim Tom getting involved. 10 stream streak. We got KP Legit getting involved on a 5 stream streak. How about Sade Whiteman getting involved with a 60 piece? 60 piece.
Goat.
Are you kidding me? 60 Berg. Unbelievable. Turner Mac getting involved with a 5 stream streak. Turner Mac, you're better than that. I'll say it. Sade Whiteman getting the show started with a 5-unit sub whale. That got swept. Let's go, Sade. Atta boy.
Get swept. Yeah, shout out Sade.
Atta boy. Come on now. Come on now. Quesadillas are back at Taco Bell. Wow. That's actually huge news.
That's massive news.
That's huge news. You guys remember when Jokic got drafted and they had the quesadilla commercial up on the TV? I do. That was hilarious. Jacob Clark plays football today, chat. Get involved. KP Legit, sure.
I will get involved.
Tom Smooth says, please tell me it's Missouri State today. Lol, I already took them. We'll talk about that game plenty. We will be there, boots on ground, literally goots on ground. So we will talk about that game. Don't you worry. Yep, Turner Mac, you are the only one that can get streamed or can get chirped for their stream streak. Yep. Turner Mac, you're better than that, man. Celebrating a 5 stream streak. Come on. What are we doing?
No way Rucker got bumped that fat, Howitzer. That is just.
From 79.5.
That's his normal line now? Oh my God, it is.
To 101.5.
That is truly just.
Are you serious?
Truly just.
Dude.
My golly.
I see him up at 95.5. But still, that's a crazy bump.
Yeah.
That's a crazy bump.
That's insane.
Okay. Krabs in the semis in fantasy. Do I start Stafford or Bo Nix? You know what, Scarf? That's tough. Because at this point, it's almost like Stafford is just, you plug and play. You just keep him in all the time. But got a weird feeling about the Rams. Weird feeling about Stafford. Weird feeling about the under in that game. Where I am in a league. I'm in a championship right now in Dynasty. I might be benching Stafford.
Wow. Your MVP, you got you there.
I got T-Law. I got Caleb Williams on my bench. I'm already starting Dak. He's staying in there. But it's a 2 QB league. I'm thinking about benching Matthew Stafford tonight. Is that crazy? Is that too cute?
No.
I mean, there's a clear-cut answer there. It's Caleb. You're not starting Trevor after his best game of his career.
Probably can't start Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor off best game of career.
He had a
He's playing
50
the Broncos
50 piece.
in Denver.
Yeah, 50 piece.
So yeah.
Probably
Caleb.
can't start him.
It's Caleb.
It's probably Caleb. Wow. Gabrod, I like where your head is at. My opponent was very gracious and agreed to split the fantasy prize. Wow. Okay, Pega. That's pretty cool. Little Choppington. Do I start Dak or Stroud? You got to start Dak if you have him this week.
Do you?
I think you do.
Do you?
I think you do.
Stroud, though, against the Raiders. Could be a stat pad game.
I mean, they're on absolute fire. I'm not in the business of buying high, but I'd probably take Dak with the Cowboys as a favorite for some reason in that game against the Red Hot Chargers with a total at 49.5, but two pretty good options for you. And the total in the Houston game is at 38. I wouldn't be taking anybody in that game.
Yeah, that's fair,
38.
I guess.
38. That's ridiculous. It's probably going to be 37-0 from Houston in that game.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Chargers are frauds. I agree. They never get respect. I agree. But they keep winning, and it's ridiculous seeing the Cowboys, who are now eliminated from the playoffs, as a favorite against that team.
Definitely get a little respect. Weren't the Eagles shorter favorites against them? Or am I making that up?
I don't remember.
Were they not like -1.5 and then it flipped? The fact that the Cowboys are damn near at a field goal is pretty ridiculous.
That might be kind of ridiculous. Burrow or Stafford? I mean, you got to go Burrow.
Yeah, bro, against Miami.
Got to go Burrow. All right. It's 38 because the Raiders ain't scoring. Sure. But Corb, I agree. But you really want to put meat on tape for a QB in a game with a total of 38? I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, if the Raiders don't score, that's not good for Stroud either.
Let me ask you this, D-Wade. He says it's got to be the Rams tonight. Better run game in bad weather. I'll take the better coach and QB on a short week and a huge game. You talk about the bad weather, and then you talk about the QB. The QBs aren't going to matter much in this game. And if the rushing game was going to be everything in this game and the Rams have the significant advantage, why is Seattle now a favorite in this game with all the weird weather concerns? So we'll talk about it.
I just want to hop into it.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Hard.
We got to recap King of the Board here real quick, see how we did yesterday. It is Prize Picks less than week. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm 2-1. Jovan is 1-1-1.
1-1 and
a lot of ones.
Straight ones.
Yep. So I feel pretty good. Got to close the week out strong. Okay. A good square last night with Caleb Walker, who, he might have been in timeout. He might have been in timeout with the coach.
And
that square was on the pop tab for 48 hours. They made sure they put up an Air Force basketball square on Prize Picks, sitting up there marinating on the pop tab for 48 hours.
Long enough that Trent took it the day before, thinking it was the night of.
Yep. Crazy. And we were 1 point away there on Melvin Council from being 3-0 on my favorite week of the year, Prize Picks less than a week.
Single points.
Should be 3-0. All right. Awesome. W recaps there. I think I am ready. Dive in, Jovan, and start talking about some winners for tonight.
Okay.
Let's get to it, Goots. Run that shit. I want to talk about some Sharp Report winners. Book plays that are turning green for tonight. And it starts with the Drake Bulldogs. Drake has had an interesting couple of years. You know, Drake has Coach DeVries and Tucker DeVries, the me guy, and team's great. Coach is great. You know, I forget if they made a tournament. I feel like they did make a tournament, or at least were in one of those. What do they call them? The first rounds. I don't think they're in the NIT. I think they were in like one of those games where you face off against someone who's the same seed as you. First four.
Yeah.
They were in a first four game.
Yeah.
Drake's been pretty good. They've been a good mid-major my entire life. Drake had, DeVries. They had Ben McCullum last year. Obviously comes in and did so good that he actually got hired out of Drake to go to Iowa after one season, which you don't see very often. That's how good he did there. Drake with an absolute stud of a point guard in Bennett Starts, who he took with him to Iowa. Well, who's coming into town this year for Drake? It's Eric Henderson. Eric Henderson was the coach of South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits, a team that's been in the tournament in recent years as well, a mid-major that's been very good in recent years, in recent history. And Mr. Eric Henderson got his pay raise. He got his promotion. He got his new gig, and he's now the head coach of the Drake basketball team. Well, Drake's been decent. I wouldn't say they've been great. I wouldn't say, the season's been anything to write home about. It's not like last year when Drake started out the season like 13-0 or something crazy. But they've got some decent players on their team. They got Jalen Quinn, the guard, who's averaging close to 20 points per game. The senior who came over from his sister Jeanville, Loyola Chicago. He's been an absolute stud, and he's going to be the best player on the court tonight. They have a Federico, a big man, sophomore, who holds down the paint there for Drake, Oku Federico, and a couple other decent guys as well, a couple decent role players. This Drake team seems like a decent time to buy low on the Drake Bulldogs, Jovan. They're getting 6.5 points, and they're playing a team that I'm not super high on in Murray State, who's sitting at 8-3 right now. Very impressive so far this season. They've won 4 games in a row as well. But I think this is the time to fade Murray State after 4 straight dubs, lean into Drake here after 2 straight losses, and back the Bulldogs to lock in, back Coach Henderson to get back on track here after 2 bad losses to UAB and North Dakota State. I think you see the Bulldogs get right. They keep this game close and potentially even win outright. We'll take the 6.5. Okay, we're not crazy people here. We'll take the spread, but I would not be shocked if Drake wins this game outright.
Sure. Shout out the Bulldogs.
Yep.
I feel like that's the first time they might have made the card this year since I think you're fading them the first
typically
game of the year.
Fading them.
Yeah.
Typically we'd be fading that team.
Shout out.
Yep. Not today. Today we backed them for the first time in a while. Okay?
First time in eons.
In eons. All right, Jovan.
Seeing Money Habits with a $5.
5-unit sub whale? Wow, we do have a 5-unit sub whale. Let's go.
Let's go, Money Habits.
Let's go.
Beauties.
There we go. Money Habits, you're him. Sabres' first game since firing their GM. Wow.
See, you know, the problem with that is
Someone brought that up.
they've won 3 in a row.
Oof.
They're at home against a shit Flyers team at -130. It's the most like Sabres fall apart spot of all time.
It is a system play, though.
Is it though?
It's a system play.
The GM counts.
We hit it all.
GM plays,
Coach,
GM fire and
GM.
plays are actually undefeated.
Undefeated.
I feel like there was
They're
one.
1-0.
I feel like there's only one, and it chalked. Did it not?
No, there was one this year that we took
Mavs.
and it hit.
Was it the,
Mavs.
what, did we take the Nats too?
The Mavs were cake.
Well, yeah, the Mavs are cake, but
The Mavs did not cover. You're right.
can't happen again.
They're actually defeated. Dudes, they're actually
They're
0-1.
defeated. Yeah.
All right, I'll stay off that system. I'm in no rush to get back on the ice. I'll be honest. The other sports are treating me pretty well. I'm in no rush to go back to the ice. All right, let's flip it around. I want to hear what you're on for today.
Incredible discipline by Krabs.
Let's go to your sharp report. I want to hear why you're taking. Is that Missouri State?
It is Missouri State.
Wow.
That's the avenue I'm going in that game, which there's a lot of weird things about this game. There's probably going to be more opt-outs than we know, and the line's been flipping back and forth, so God knows what it'll end up being by the time the game starts. But
Yep.
they lost their coach. The OC is going to handle it, I guess, be the play caller and head coach for this game. So, like, you wouldn't think there's as much motivation, but you have a lot of guys that are veterans now, whether you talk about Jacob Clark or Shamari Lawrence, or really a lot of the skill position guys taking a team that's in their first year with a chance to make a bowl game, and they're here and they're going to win. And I think they have the edge in the matchup. Both these defenses are bad, but Missouri State's defense has been bad recently. Like, pretty much all season, the Arkansas State defense has been a much bigger problem. If you remember, like, Missouri State earlier in the year, like the first half of the season, they were doing really well. They kind of keep everything over the top. They limit explosive plays. Like, they kept it close with SMU doing that same exact thing. I think you're probably going to see a little more of that bread and butter in this one, especially because, like, some of the guys that are going to be down are along, like, the front seven. So can probably guess the coverage is going to be a little bit conservative. And when Arkansas State has faced that so far this year, it has not panned out very well, because they also want a good amount of explosive plays with your guy Jalen Rayner. And if that's not there, maybe that's how you hit your under. But I think this pass defense for Arkansas State is going to get absolutely shredded by Jacob Clark. Obviously, some motivation for him, not only being a senior playing in his last collegiate game, but happens to be doing it about 30 minutes from where he grew up and went to high school out in Rockwall. So now got the whole fam coming in attendance, friends and family, upwards of like 30 people. I saw a tweet about earlier, but he's got a golden matchup to just show out for the fam, show out for the friends, and I think he's going to do that. So God knows, again, where the line will end up come game time, and I'm sure we'll learn about, or not, some additional opt-outs, but Missouri State has got to drop some nut. First bowl win, first chance to do it.
You saw how much that mattered for Delaware. Came out with a little bit more mojo last night in their first bowl game. They came through. They got a big-time dub outright. Who says Missouri State can't?
Yeah.
I'm always down to fade Jalen Rayner.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You'll be doing it.
And this Missouri State team, every time I've tried to fade them in sharp spots this season, they have cost me coins. So I think you're on the right side. They are coming off of 2 losses to close out the season, which I like. Arkansas State's coming off a big-time 1-point win just to get in this game. So I do like the spot. I do lean Missouri State. I liked them better when they were weirdly favorites yesterday. Not sure what's going on with that line right now. It's moving and grooving a ton. So certainly could be some opt-outs, and maybe the books are hip to who's sitting out in this game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, side note, the early bowl games start tomorrow, folks. We got day bowl games starting up tomorrow. We got a 10 a.m. Central Kennesaw State, Western Michigan game.
10 a.m. Central?
10 a.m.
What?
10 a.m. Central. You better get ready. You better get
that. That is just.
Because you need a square. You need a graphic out.
That is just.
Yep.
10 a.m.?
There's actually 3 bowl games tomorrow.
No.
Memphis, NC State as well at 1:30 Central.
I knew that one.
And then Bama, Oklahoma Friday night, which is the playoff game.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Tell me we're watching Kennesaw State at 10 a.m., dude.
Yep, with your favorite cereal and dried fruit.
That's literally going to be going on before BTL.
Yep.
We're going to be sitting here in the third quarter.
Yep.
Talking about NFL preview play.
It's really weird.
That's
really weird.
Awesome.
Okay. Dubs, chat, hope you guys are enjoying the show so far today. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Hope you guys are excited for BTL Friday tomorrow as well. Going over some NFL previews for the weekend. Probably won't do college football previews because there's only a couple of games.
Yeah,
so
we got coin toss for that tomorrow after BTL.
Let's go.
Be
Coin
there, be
toss
square.
tomorrow. Coin toss tomorrow. Love to hear it. Awesome.
V8 for Kennesaw.
Yeah, might need to get a V8 up and moving for the Kennesaw State game. Yep. Great call, Z-Shrek. Great call. Yeah, Larry Bird, I saw you like the Drake play. W's says you like NC State tomorrow in the bowl game. I just hope that QB CJ Bailey is playing in that game. I mean, looking at the spread, I'd assume he is.
I don't know. It peeled back like 2 points recently because they were 6.5. So I wonder if that's what it is. It's one of two things. It's either CJ Bailey's not playing or Brendan Lewis is.
Right.
Which, I mean, I don't think Brendan Lewis really matters. That team's dead, but
that team sucks. I'll say it.
They're just they lost. They lost the locker room for the end of the season, and now Silverfield's gone, so they're in no man's land.
That Memphis team, overrated.
Yeah.
Overrated. I'll say it. I might be on NC State tomorrow, too. Just betting an ACC team against Jovan's one of his 10 teams. Despite that. All right. Well, we got plenty of time to talk about those games tomorrow. Okay, for now, let's keep powering through the Sharp Report. Got another straight bet for you guys here. How about Seattle on the money line? Give me the Seahawks. Give me Sam Darnold. Give me Kenneth Walker. Gross. He sucks. Mainly give me Charbonnet, who's an absolute beast, and he's going to probably ball out tonight. And give me the Seahawks in a nasty, low-scoring rain game. Supposed to be. Totals dropping as well. Some crazy squares up on Prize Picks we're going to talk about in a moment. And seeing Seattle flipping back to a favorite, I feel like is a great sign. If they weren't a favorite at home, I'd be a little more concerned, but they are now, once again, sitting at that -1.5, which I feel like is a pretty good sign for Seattle here against the Rams, who pretty much feel unbeatable at this point. But luckily, they don't have touchdown merchant Devontae Adams in this game. Luckily, I can't lose coins on Devontae Adams in this game. And the Rams are due for another loss, I think, before we get into the playoffs. I think the Seahawks hand them a loss here tonight in this game on prime time at home. A team that has struggled against the Rams in recent years. They've lost 4 of the last 5 times they played against the Rams. The Seahawks have lost, 4 of the last 5 times they played against the Rams. So the Rams have had their number of lates. Seattle just squeaked a handout win against Phillip Rivers and the Colts in their last game. So who is sprinting to Seattle right now after watching that game? Probably not many people after they barely just beat Phillip Rivers. I'd assume the public wants to bet on Matthew Stafford and the Rams at plus chicken after they just put up 41 points against Detroit. When we check out the Pikkit splits later, I think we'll probably see a decent amount on the Rams. So fading the public here in the spot, taking the Seahawks at home on the money line to earn a hard-fought win in the game of the year. Totals down to 42.5, 43, depends on where you're looking. I think that's a good sign for the Seahawks, a team that prides themselves on defense and has a pretty darn good one at that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yep. All right. Seahawks on the ML. Let's swing it around. We got another straight bet here from Jovan. How about the Mavs? Speak of the Devils. Team total under.
Yeah. This one should probably tickle your gym a lot because the Mavs, even though they lost, they're coming off of a crazy game against the Jazz, went into overtime, and this was with like a billion injuries that they announced right before the game. They lost the game, but the game had 273 points in them. It was 140 to 133, so a super high-scoring game for obvious reasons. The Jazz defense is knuck, and so is the Mavs. This was a perfect game for them to get out and transition, and if you look at what they've been doing as of late, they haven't been going under this number all that much, besides a sneak game against OKC, kind of sandwiched in the middle, where they went under this number by just a half point. Mavs have been scoring a lot, and a lot of it's been because of the matchups they've been getting between the Nets, the Heat, faster paced matchup, obviously, even though they played them like a week or so before the second game and went under that, but still won. Denver, like the Lakers, a lot of these teams that are, they allow them to get out in transition, and now God knows who is going to be back for them today. I don't think AD is, like, gauging on some of the news that we're seeing coming out of like shoot around and stuff, but they're going to be a little healthier tonight, you would think, coming off of this game. Unfortunately for them, they get to face a Pistons defense that is going to be stopping everything they're good at, essentially. Cooper Flagg is also coming off of that 42 piece in that game, which I'm shocked you didn't take a peek at and fade. But I think this is a perfect spot for it. This is a hard-nosed defense. You took their under, I think, last game against the Celtics. Similar things there, except the Celtics are a little more built to get to the rim at a more structured pace than the Mavs are. The Mavs are just out of control at this point. If they don't have Cooper Flag going one-on-one with a plus matchup, they really don't have anything with this current team. And it's tough. Like, they've been scoring points again as of late, but, like, this is the toughest matchup not named OKC that they've had by far. So I think they struggle big time here. They've only gone under this number, like, twice in the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Tap in now.
Totals dropping. Spreads moving towards Detroit. I like it. Fading Cooper Flag after a 42-piece.
Yeah.
42 points.
42.
Wow.
42.
42 points against the Jazz, who are really bad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I probably should have faded him today. I'm certainly down to put that in a side piece.
Figured you would
Little
be.
Cooper Flag, less than points. All right. Awesome. Love that team total. Looks like a pretty good spot to fade the Mavs offense. We'll come back to that other NBA play in a second. For now, talk about why I like this under in fake Jerry World tonight. What do they call it? If Jerry World is the main stadium, what do they call this little secondary stadium? Jerry's side piece?
I guess.
Jerry's mistress?
Jerry's mistress.
Like the under in Jerry's mistress. Doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right when you say it like that. I like the under in this Xbox Bowl tonight. Keep it at that. No need to get cute goots. Missouri State, Arkansas State. I want to fade Rayner. We'll talk about that in a moment. I don't really think Missouri State goes out there and splooges with 35 points in this game. But we do have a couple points to play with in this contest. And the total has dropped a good 3 points in this game since the opener. So they know something. Maybe there's some offensive players out in this game. I'm not really sure. But this game to me just feels like a shit bowl, to be honest with you. And I'm excited to go and watch these teams muck it up and root for Missouri State. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like this is going to be a low-scoring, weird game. It's going to be a game with a lot of opt-outs. A game with not a lot of heart, to be honest with you, is kind of what it feels like. And I'm just not seeing a ton of points in this game. And looking at some of the prize pick squares, after we've seen a lot of points from these teams in recent games. Missouri State coming off of 3 straight overs where they scored 30, 34, 38. Arkansas State coming off of 2 straight overs where they scored 30 points in both those games. And the total in this game is dropping after the offenses look the best to close out the season. Weird. Give me the under in this game. I think it's going to be a snooze fest. Shit game. My favorite.
Only Krabs wants to go boots on ground and root for unders.
I prefer it.
Yeah.
I prefer it.
Absolutely prefer it.
I don't like standing there in the crowd, having to root for a million points, having to root for a million things to happen. I prefer to go there, stand in the crowd, root for an under, root for a bet that's hitting the whole game until it's not. Right? If that makes any sense.
Your brain needs to be studied.
Yeah, it does.
Your brain,
That's
your
pretty
brain and
smart.
Rav's lung or sciences.
I might have
Two biggest
CTE.
mystery.
I might have CTE.
That's a good point though. The bet that's already hitting when the game starts.
No,
bet's
yeah,
hitting
that's the best part about unders.
Because
Yeah.
the bet's hitting the whole game until it's not.
Until it's not.
Sometimes it hits the whole game.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Let's hope that's the case tonight.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
The bet is hitting the entire time you're there, Goots, until it is
35-17, Missouri State, and we're busting.
sure.
Busting.
Sign me up.
Busting.
All right. Let's pivot back to the NBA here. I want to hear your last sell job on the Pacers.
Yeah, this is a run the ball, almost a Krabs system play. Knicks just won out in Vegas, which, I mean, they had Jalen Brunson being spotted prior to the championship game out until 4 a.m. out in the clubs out in Vegas. What do you think he was doing and they were doing post-winning?
Probably not reading books.
Probably not. Reading books or getting on that flight home. They were probably having themselves a good old time in Vegas, which, I mean, maybe you'll see because the line probably says that. I mean, it's just a visibly, objectively absurd line, even though they're going to Indiana after that Vegas trip.
Yeah.
But they're only getting 4.5 points, which is absurd. Maybe you see like a Brunson or a Cat or somebody sit out. God knows at this point, whoever does it. We'll find out by the time the game tips. But after that championship, you got to go and play just this weird Pacers team that is god-awful, don't get me wrong. But, like, you're going to have to run with them. You just got over, like, a couple of hard-nosed defensive games, and you're in pressure-packed situations. This is the perfect letdown spot after that. So, like, there's not really that much else to it. Like, the Pacers team is going to have to get hot. They're going to have to get the only thing that they're good at, which is catch and shoot, and the Knicks are pretty poor at defending. That's your path.
I mean, the Pacers just lost to the Wizards.
Yeah.
And now they're only getting 4 points against the Knicks, who just won the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Really is.
I
And,
love this play from you.
We'll see. We'll see who ends up playing for the Knicks. This is like one of the few spots in the NBA that I'll buy good news. I don't really care what it is if we end up finding out that happens to be the case, but it's just one of those you have to play.
You think the Knicks left with any of their coins they made in the Cup from Vegas? Or you think they just left them all at the Aria?
They might have left them at the Aria.
Yeah.
You know, like Josh Hart is probably a shit gambler.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he tweets about
bet some dimes. He just reeks of shit gambling.
Okay.
He probably put a ton on black the second that game ended.
I'm sure those guys had a good time after they won their fake little mini championship inside of the season, which they have to do to just make the guys care, which is kind of sad. But that's the state of the NBA, right? And hey, I will say the NBA Cup is a good thing for the sport, but you shouldn't have to incentivize players to care about a sport they get paid millions of dollars to play in. You shouldn't have to incentivize those guys to care about those regular season games by providing them another tournament to care about during the season. It's kind of sad if you think about it, how far this has gotten, where Adam Silver had to step in and say, wait a minute, these games are so hard to watch at this point of the season. These players could not give less of a shit and give less effort out there on the court if they tried. That now we have to do a mini tournament inside of the season. It's sad. It's sad. These guys can't go out there, lock in, try, play defense, show effort for 82 games when they're getting paid $82 million a year.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's pretty bad.
It's sad.
Rav will tell you that the offensive efficiency on each team is the reason that there's high-scoring games.
Oh, that's what it is.
The offense is way too good for the defense.
It's not when my eyeballs watch a game, Goots, and the guys don't play any defense.
Yeah.
They just lazily foul and
let
guys run right by them.
I'm just telling you what an NBA supporter would defend it as.
I strongly disagree with that take from the NBA supporters. I do. Because my eyeballs watch these NBA games. They watch the NBA Cup games, and they're like, oh, this is actually good ball. We were watching the Spurs game the other night, Goots. That was some good ball. They cared. I know the Spurs melted that game at the end. That wasn't good ball, but before that was some good ball to watch. There was some effort, some tenacity, some mojo, defensive tenacity, which you just don't see anymore until the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing they're doing it, but it's sad they have to do it.
Yeah. Playoff basketball or playoff type basketball is fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
We're watching,
it is.
Like Pacers Hornets, and it's
when you're just watching teams jack threes and play zero defense.
I'm watching Jay Huff take 7 threes in the first half.
Like that's not moving needle for me.
That's really not doing it.
No. What moves needle for me is watching some plays being drawn up, being executed, watching maybe a charge being taken. When's the last time you've seen a charge in the NBA? You might as well get rid of the rule.
There's some charges, but
it's been a while since I've seen one.
There's not very many legitimate ones.
No.
It's all just insane flopping.
I will say, though, I think the Lakers won it last year, correct? The
Yeah.
NBA Cup. I think they hung a banner, which is insane. The Knicks said they weren't, so I appreciate that from the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, if they
hanging a banner,
they hung that banner in MSG, they would get crucified.
Yeah,
I mean that's why LeBron is on the me guy list, because he's a me guy, and that's a me guy action.
Yeah,
hanging a banner for a mid-season tournament that they just started last year.
Oh,
give me a break.
Oh,
give me a break. Oh,
to get big breakfast up and moving.
That's the last thing they need.
Big breakfast.
They already got Jimmy Butler in the bubble selling $20 coffees.
Yeah, shout out Jimmy.
$100 coffees.
Whatever was doing it for him.
Entrepreneur.
Coffees and Rachel Nichols.
That's an entrepreneur. Yeah, have a month. Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Is
that how long they were in that bubble? Maybe longer. Maybe 2 months.
Yeah, it was 2 or 3.
Have a year, Jimmy. Have a year. He's probably missing that year, to be honest.
Yeah, he probably is.
I don't blame him.
Bro left.
Also, you know everyone in this chat right now is committed to BTL because I haven't seen one positive comment about the NBA.
Well, yeah. Yeah, this is not an NBA show. We'll talk NBA, we'll give NBA plays. We'll get you guys right. But this is not an NBA show. This is a college basketball show. Okay? You guys know that. All right. NBA's rough. We got Maestas. Maestas 11 getting involved. Definitely botching that pronunciation, but appreciate you, Maestas, getting involved with a 22-month resub. Okay?
Let's go.
You're him.
Goat.
You're him. Awesome. Yep. All right, let's move on. Enough yapping about the straight bets. Let's get to some squares. You guys are going to like my 2 squares. Probably not, honestly. You're probably going to hate their guts. But I like them, and I've been red hot. So I get to take shitty squares like this and hope they turn green. Feeling pretty good about my chances here tonight. Matthew Stafford. Jovan, have you had eyeballs on this square?
Yes, I've had some eyeballs.
That would be a good enough sell job for me.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But in a game I like the under in a game I like Seattle in a game that's going to have 40-mile-an-hour winds and a ton of rain and a lot of running backs getting active, getting up and moving, I don't think it's going to be a Matthew Stafford legacy game. And again, his best friend, his butt buddy, Devontae Adams, is grabbing pine in this game and not playing. So unless Puka wants to go out there and grab two, unless it wants to be one of those weird tight end games where all of a sudden the Rams have the 3 best tight ends in the NFL and they're all catching touchdown passes and all celebrating separately, which I think we've already used up that game for the year.
Probably,
for the Rams.
yeah.
If we see a second game like that this year, then this truly is Matthew Stafford MVP type season. Not expecting a ton of passes in this game. I do think it'll be more ground and pound in a nasty muck fest in a rain game out there in Seattle. And I'm not expecting him to throw 2 touchdown passes with that completely greened out charts. He's thrown 2 touchdown passes in, I think, every game this season. Maybe I'm wrong. I should probably check the Carfax on that. But I'm pretty sure he's thrown 2 touchdown passes in every single game this season.
He's had to have had at least one big.
All right, he had September 7th against the Texans, first week of the season, he had 1. Against the Ravens on October 12th, he had 1. Every other game this season, he's had 2, 3, 4, a lot of 4s, by the way. A lot of games with 4 touchdowns, and a couple with 5. Yeah, 1 with 5 against the Jacks. Insane. If you really sit back, take a seat, and think about what Matt Stafford has done this season, it's actually remarkable. Remarkable at his age. And it's not getting talked about enough, but it's not going to be getting talked about more after this game tonight. I'll tell you that much, because he's not going to look great. He's probably going to have one of those duds that I just mentioned, where he has 1 passing touchdown, does not have the greatest performance for the 3rd time this season. He struggles against this unbelievable Seattle defense. Shout out Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald might have been the secret sauce in Baltimore. I'll say it. He might have been the cane sauce on that Baltimore Ravens organization. He might have been. Look what he's doing out there in Seattle. This dude is a great head coach. His defense has been great since he stepped in the door out there in Seattle. And Stafford hasn't fucked up shit too bad at this point. He's had a couple bad games, but he can go out there and hand the ball off to Charbonnet a decent amount in this game. But Stafford's not going over his 1.5 passing touchdown square. In this one, it's on the pop tab. The chart could not be greener. Looks too easy. Looks like the easiest square to take in the game. If you fade those, you're making coins 60+% of the time. Get involved.
Get involved.
And then Jalen Raynor, in a game I like the under in a game I like Missouri State in. They were going to be at boots on grounds. By the way, 2-0 this season, knock on wood, taking Jalen Raynor less than 1.5 passing touchdown squares. Let's make it 3-0. Okay, let's stay hot. Had a pretty good success rate with Mr. Jalen Raynor, fading him and fading Arkansas State when they have this square up there on Prize Picks. And whenever they put this square up there on Prize Picks, and trust me, I'm the king of checking out the passing touchdown squares in that category. Whenever they had the square up there, the less than hits. It's going to hit once again tonight in a game. You might see their running back find a little bit of success against Missouri State. You might. But you're not going to see Jalen Raynor going off for 2 passing touchdowns. You're not going to see this game soaring over. It's going to be a muck fest. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be what you'd expect the Xbox Bowl to be. It's going to be a shit game. But it's going to be fun. He ain't throwing 2.
The Krabs pack right here. Double passing touchdown fades. Cross board.
Fade my MVP and fading Mr. Raynor, boots on ground.
It's the most Krabs 2 squares of all time.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Probably green.
Yep. Probably green.
I got
Probably
2
green.
squares for you.
Let's talk about him.
Even throw less than in, just for you. Just for you. I don't know how much I have to say about Jacob Clark. They are a god-awful pass defense out there at Arkansas State. Give up plenty of explosives over really like the middle of the field, which Jacob Clark absolutely dominates. The motivation factor, we talked about that. This is their first season at FBS. Like now they're at a bowl game, even though they lost their coach. There's a lot of seniors on this team, including him. Not only that, but he's coming back to his hometown-ish, pretty much 20 minutes away. But He's going to be splooging tonight, and I think this is a game where you're going to see, at least from the Missouri State side, a lot of explosive plays against the defense that is going to be a little shorthanded, and they're bad as is, and maybe they're even more shorthanded come the time of the game. Who knows? Perfect script for him. Love it. Then Jeremy Grant ain't hitting threes. Coming off of an absolute splooge fest where I believe he hit 7. But now you get a Kings team that, frankly, like, funny enough, I guess, because they have DeMar DeRozan on their team. Defensively, they're really, really bad at defending mid-range. Like, I don't think Jeremy Grant really has to sit out there and take many threes in this game if he really wants to, and he can dominate, like, in his choice. He can go to the mid-range. He can go to the paint. Everything's sweet there for the Kings. He does a lot of work, like, against tougher defenses and smaller defenses like the Warriors in the last game, or like the tougher paint defenses in the NBA. Kings are very clearly not that. So I don't think the volume is going to be there. I don't think the success is going to be there either.
Super down for that Grant Square. Clark one we could chalk because he got bumped down to 281.5.
Fine.
He got bumped down a yard. I'm out.
He was in the 70s.
Wow. Okay.
So net positive.
Okay. I'm fucking around. I already locked it in. I'll drop the link for you guys if you want to tail. Okay. Can we go back to back to back on sharp report formats?
That would be something.
I don't think that's ever happened before. Back to back to back.
Probably not.
Yeah, who's a bigger scumbag, Vaughn? Is it Puka Nakua's brother? Or is it Diago Pavia's brother? Who's a bigger piece of shit? You got Puka Nakua's brother punching people in the face during XFL games?
Yeah,
UFL games?
whatever it was.
CFL games? Whatever the hell it was. And you got Diago Pavia's brother getting arrested twice this season for public intoxication after his brother's games.
It's a tough
for causing
third.
fights in the crowd.
Tough third, too. Rashi Rice's mom.
Okay. I wasn't going to go there, but sure. We can go there if you'd like. Rashi Rice's mom should probably be included in that argument. Yes.
Yeah.
That video of her kicking the package away from the Ring camera, and it was just still, she was just clearly visible in the video. It was just hilarious.
That was just. With the
jersey that says Rashi's mom on the back. Look, I'm not a criminal, so I don't really know all the ins and outs and all the cheat codes, but if I had to guess, this is probably one of them. If you're stealing a package, if you're stealing something, committing a robbery, maybe don't wear a jersey with your name or your son's name on the back of it. Okay, that might be a way to identify you easily.
Yeah.
Maybe think about leaving the Rashi Rice's mom jersey at home. Maybe think about leaving the bedazzled Chiefs jersey, and your daughter, who's standing right next to you, is looking at you saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" Maybe think about leaving her at home.
Probably. I've never understood, like, stealing packages either. Like, what?
You got to be down bad.
It's just like, what? You don't know anything that could be in that package. You could be stealing cough medicine, or it's an Xbox.
Maybe it's the same reason why Trent keeps doing breaks. It's that rush. Maybe it's there could be a block of gold in here.
But at least you know what it is. You just don't know how good the thing is.
But it's pretty much like doing a break.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Just like the floor is so much
lower floor, a higher ceiling.
Like, yeah, like I've had, you could be stealing somebody's iPhone charger.
Yeah.
Like,
you could be stealing.
Like, is that worth it?
You could be stealing toilet paper.
You could be stealing legit toilet paper, paper towels, dish soap.
Yeah.
Like, is that really worth it?
No, it's not. But maybe they're doing it for the rush.
Probably. It's just like
that rush of ripping open that box once you get back into your car. Look at what package you just stole. Maybe that's what they're doing it for.
Yeah, just stealing.
You got to be
stealing water.
You got to be a different type of down bad.
Stealing water from the front door.
To be a package pirate.
Anti-steal shit show.
I mean,
we are against stealing packages. I want to make that perfectly clear.
I just feel like
and we are against theft and robbery.
You shouldn't steal at all. But like, if you were going to steal, like, why would you steal packages when you have no idea what the thing is?
Robbing a bank.
You know what you're getting.
I get like, that.
Yeah.
It's high risk, high reward. You're probably going to go to jail and get caught.
Rob a bank.
You're an idiot.
Shoplifting.
But at least you know there's probably a vault with some gold and some cash back there.
Like, like you're taking a risk for something that is fully
robbing a
worth
bank.
it.
I get that. Stealing a package, it's probably something shitty in there. If it's something of value, you got to sign for it at the door.
Yeah.
They don't let you just leave it there.
Like, what, dude?
Yeah, you got to be down bad to steal a package. I feel like you're just doing it for fun. Like Rasheed Rice's mom, no need. She needs to steal a package. Just for fun, for the rush.
No.
Like Trent buying into a break.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Trent and Rashee Rice's mom have a lot of similarities. They do.
They do. Crazy statement. Insane statement.
Who would have thought? Yep, not me.
Not to mention, like, the ring cameras are not hidden. Like, so visible. So easy to pick out.
That video is hilarious. Hilarious. All right, let's move. We got Real Nicky Gambles getting involved with a 10-stream streak. Let's go, Real Nicky Gambles. Attaboy.
Let's go.
Lockmouth goes, no break slanders as I'm buying into one right now. Lockmouth, let me know if you win anything. Okay. Oh, yeah, you got to be a different type of stupid. Steal a damn package off of someone's doorstep in the Big 2-5. Cameras, ring lights. It's not worth it.
All for a box of bagels.
Not worth it. All right. We talked about the squares. We talked about the Sharp Report. I'll drop the link to the Sharp Report 4-man once again here as well. If you guys want to tail, there it is in the Twitch. And I'm sure Gucci will drop that puppy in the YouTube as well. Big Rob said, why was Clark pass yards at 182 earlier today? There's no way that was true.
It was, yeah, briefly. It was like a glitch. It had like, as soon as I posted like the 270, what was it, 277 or whatever it was, it like got bumped down, or maybe it wasn't the books too. I don't look at the books, but it was like at 182.5 when it was supposed to be. I know some of the books bumped it up to 282.5. So I figured it was supposed to be that, and somebody fucked up. But it was brief. I tried to put in some slips with it, and they DNP'd it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was cake.
So that means it probably was a mistake.
Fully a mistake.
Okay. Big Rob said he locked it on the books at that number 2, so it must have been a mistake everywhere.
Wow.
Huh.
You got a taco.
Huh.
Might hit first half.
Big Rob literally has a taco in his pocket.
Literally taco.
And Clark just he just tore both ACLs at the same time, the first play of the game. Okay.
Yeah. If he's on the field whole game. That's air.
All right. Awesome. Can we take a peep at the splits in the Thursday Night Football game tonight? Can we go head over to Pikkit, the best app out there by far if you're betting on sports and you're not using Pikkit? What are you doing? Download it right now before you forget. Hurry up, go, go, go. Go check out some splits and some games you want to bet on yourself. Go check out some line movement. Go check out the feeds. Go drop some follows on some goats in the space who all use Pikkit. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. All right. Cutes, I don't know if I like the TV being up there because now my eyeballs are looking up at the sky on the show. So I got to work on that. Maybe, yeah, we're gonna figure it out. We'll check the splits here. Looks like the Rams, little public on the bets for the spread. Good to see that as well. But the money percentage is much fatter for Seattle, which is a great sign for the Seahawks.
Some whales.
Good. Some big old bets are being dropped on Seattle on the ML and on the spread, which is a good sign because I don't know what people are taking in this game. There might be more people just taking the ML at this point with the spread being so low. Now, the under is a little more public than I expected, but I guess it is a rain game. People are pretty hip to rain games in the Big 2-5 and how they can affect some ball games. So total's dropping. People are betting the under. It could be weather related. It could also just be bet related. Why that total's dropping? Looking at these splits.
Yeah, 100%. Right? It's not a secret weather game.
No,
we all kind of know.
We've been talking about it all week.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna turn on TVs later, and it's gonna be perfect weather. Can we?
I don't think the rain's supposed to be as bad anymore, but the wind is a big time problem from the Roth reports that I'm seeing.
Wow. Okay. The one man I trust.
Yeah.
One man I trust in the weather game.
Yeah.
Can we scroll down a hair here, Goots, and see what the popular props are? Kyron Tutty, which you'd think, okay, rain game, wind game. That means less passes from Stafford. That means more Kyron Williams, who's been great at times this season.
Yep.
That means Kyron Williams is probably scoring a touchdown this game. So why is it a demon? Why is it a plus chicken? Dude. Kyron Williams less than fantasy score might be the play. And I know that's a scary square to take because you look at the pop tab, you see Kyron Williams rushing yards at 55.5. That shit is green as hell on the chart. He has eclipsed that number in 4 of the last 5 with ease. You look right below that square on the pop tab, Goots. You see his demon touchdown square after he's had 4 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks.
Free money.
That is not a good sign.
And they bring out this category very sparingly. The Russian receiving combo squares.
I've never seen this category.
They bring it up like once every couple primetime games, and it's a Krabs category because, knock on wood, it's always cake.
Yeah.
Kyron and JSN, rushing receiving yards combo.
Crazy combo.
Only square up there.
Crazy combo. So here's what I'm going to do. I guess, actually, I don't know if I can even take this, but a Kyron Williams, and by the way, Kyron Williams at 11.5 fantasy score is
Well, it's because Corn's
ridiculous.
been taking all his carries.
Sure, but
Yeah,
if you look at the
mission.
So
sure,
wouldn't
you're right,
Corum be the
Goots.
square play?
You're right, Goots. Corum has been poaching, to say the least. But the charts are still incredibly green. Incredibly green.
Giving you a handout.
It looks like a handout. And you know what I think about handouts? They're typically cake.
Free handout.
You fade him and pair him with Judge. That's what you think about handouts.
Yeah. That's exactly what you do. Because that's what a grown man does. That's what a grown-up does. Kyron Williams, less than 11.5 fantasy score. Am I able to take that with the rush and receiving yards combo? I don't know.
Don't know if you can.
Because it's the same player.
Yeah, same dude.
Huh. Should I try to put $100 on and see what happens?
Yeah, give it a shot.
And my laptop now just exploded when I tried to do that. I don't think anyone's ever tried to do something like that before.
This is just new territory.
Yeah, it's not working. It's not even giving me an error message. It's just like reloading.
Oh, I'm potentially saying you can do it.
Really? Huh.
I didn't submit it, but
I think you have to add Judge under to the
yeah,
slip for it to work.
If I add Judge less than season long, do you think it'll work?
It might work.
It's just not even working at all right now. Let me hit the old refresh. I'll try it again here because I do want this lineup locked.
I think we all know that you do.
I want this lineup locked. So let's see if I can lock in Kyron Williams, less than 11.5 fantasy score, which is just a ridiculous square up in a rain game for the Rams and their star running back. Let's see if we could pair that with Kyron and JSN, less than 166.5 rushing receiving yards combo. And let's see if we could pair those two squares with Mr. Aaron Judge, less than 49.5 home runs. There it goes. See ya.
Nah.
It's not working.
Oh.
It's not working, dudes.
It's not working as in like
It's just
the site's not working or it's not letting
I
you
don't
pair
really
them?
know.
We need that.
I'm going to try on my phone real quick.
Yeah, the website has been incredibly moose lately, I will say.
The people need an answer, and I'm going to give it to them.
People desperately need to hear if this is a possible pairing.
I'm going to give them that answer.
Give them
Okay.
that answer right now.
I got the 2 football squares locked in.
Skywalker. Or is that a sign crap?
Yeah, it probably is. It's a sign that PrizePicks doesn't want me to lock this in because it's fucking cash.
We'll be fucking cash.
And while we're cashing, you guys are going to be in piss on the sidelines.
We'll be fucking cashing.
Cannot combine these projections.
That the combo and Judge or the combo, the
Free
fantasy
piece,
score
free
and
piece.
Judge. All right, you can just pick one. Or you could sub Kyron for one of your squares in your favorite category over on the ice.
Now I'm just pissed off that I couldn't place that with Judge, so I'm going to figure this out after the show. Now I'm just pissed.
They do have a couple new squares up, Krabs. I'll say it.
For NFL or?
Not for NFL. For your first day out, ice goals allowed squares.
Oh, bye.
There's a couple that you just. I'd be
Ooh,
shocked.
they got
if-
some new ones.
I'd be shocked if these aren't live.
Oh, they got some new ones. Well, I did look at the Jordan Binghamton one. I looked at that one already. And again, that's a square that I would take all season that just never hits.
Yeah.
Less than. So a little bit scared for that one. I do like the under in the St. Louis Rangers game, and they do have an Igor less than 2.5 goals allowed square now up there as well. That's pretty green.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't even see that one.
So maybe that Igor less than could be a decent look, right?
Fading the Blues.
Fading the Blues, yes. And then, yeah, the Tristan Jerry one, I certainly like against Boston, who's just... And isn't that a revenge game?
No, he played for the Pens, but he had his first game on the Oilers against the Pens last game and got destroyed. Both of them did. Him and
Okay.
Skinner.
Yeah, I like that Jerry less than 2.5 goals allowed. I like that Igor less than 2.5 goals allowed on Prize Picks. Okay. W Easy Puck. Yep. The Igor less than is hitting from a Rangers fan. Okay. Blues just shut out the Jets last night. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Blues might get knocked.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'd love to get Trent on the phone, Guru Griff, but he's probably lying down in bed right now.
Yeah, he's sick as mom. He might not even be awake again.
Should we call him and see if he's done any lab work so far today?
He ain't labbed, man.
Call Trent Atia. Doesn't know how to do that word.
Think we're getting Rav Surge today, correct?
Are we?
Rav Surge. That's huge.
He ain't answering chat. He ain't cashing.
He ain't cash.
W Subby coming in from Fruity. Oi.
He said that he fucking cash.
Oi. You fucking suck, dude.
No.
Dude, I don't feel bad for him. He's got the sniffles.
He is pretty sick. Sounded pretty.
Whatever, bro. You know what a grown man does when they're sick? They grab a tissue, they blow their nose, and they go to work. That's what they do. That's what Rav's doing today. Rav's got the Rav lung, and he's got some other weird, heinous illness.
I feel like it's just
He's been coughing all
just
fucking
Rav lung.
day. No, it's different actually this time. It's different. All right. W Subby coming in from Frudenheimer. Appreciate you, Beast. Jovan couldn't even look at the screen the other day, and he still powered through BTL and Sweats.
Yeah, I was a little different though, because I wasn't sick. I had migraine.
It might be worse.
Worse when it's bad than I took the super quad strength medicine, and I was slowly fine.
Turner Mac, a goat. He's literally at work right now, sick. Yep. Because that's what grown-ups do. Dubs. Dean Morio said, is Kenneth Walker cake tonight? Probably. I'd probably back Charbonnet. All right. Dubs. Well, any other squares you want to talk about on Prize Picks, Jovan? Any squares looking at you funny?
In the primetime game, bless you.
Excuse me.
Yeah. We got wind. We got rain. They're still going to throw the rock, but you're going to have to do it to your shorter targets. Charbonnet has some very weird squares up.
Does he?
In the receiving game. I don't know how they make sense or what like book line, I guess, leads to this, but he's got like 0.5 receiving yard demon, but he's also got a goblin reception square, and he's also got a half longest reception normal square, which is maybe the weirdest trio of all time.
That is really weird.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that, but
you know what that kind of feels like, dude?
What?
It feels like cake.
I don't know. It feels like cake. I think he's getting one. Why would they have all those up?
Well,
he's got like 2 catches in 5 weeks.
Yeah, the charts aren't super green. I'll give you that. But why are they giving you the assortment of the receiving yard, reception, and longest reception is kind of bugging me out here. Why are they giving you a normal longest reception square? They're giving you a demon receiving yard square and a goblin reception. So that tells me, you know what's about to happen? He's about to catch a screen and get tackled for a -1 yard loss.
No.
That's exactly what's going to happen in this game. Yes. Charbonnet is going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage for his 1 catch, cash the goblin receptions, and not cash the demon receiving yards, not cash the longest reception.
No.
Yep. I've already seen it.
I think
so when you're watching the game tonight, you see him get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, think of old Krabs.
I wouldn't be shocked. I think you might get more looks than that. I don't know if it'll matter.
I've never seen those 3 squares up there like that before.
Yeah. It's really
never
odd.
ever seen it. Never, ever seen it.
Really?
The Demon doesn't even pay you more?
It
They're
does.
saying?
It does, because we have that in our Bookit lineup that is on the Prize Picks app. And it was a 12.5x.
Okay. Nice. Great call. Do I start him in the fantasy semis? Yeah. Are you trying to start Charbonnet today?
I mean,
Depends
on who
you
you got. It's like in this game, I'm not super excited about starting anybody.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, not a lot of points, not a lot of fun in this game tonight. It's actually a no fun game.
Even like with the weather, that total is absurd.
Yeah, it's super low.
Yeah.
Super
42,
low.
42 and a half.
Yep. Super low. All right. Kenneth Walker receiving yards free.
Yeah, that seems to be the answer today. Just every time we have a primetime game and it's between the two. I don't know if anybody's been noticing the last couple of weeks, couple of games. This is typically how it's been playing out. Cough, cough. Vidal breaking off one for 60 on like the first drive of the game. And that one, there's been
I remember that one.
A billion different of the same instances in the last handful of games.
Yep. Is my glorious king Jason Myers fucked with the wins?
Why do you say that? Because I'm pretty sure that was Krabs' contribution.
Yep. If you go look on the Prize Picks app, Dean, you will see a 4-man Bookit lineup. One of those squares is Jason Myers, less than 7.5 kicking points. That square is from me. He had 6 field goals last game. For the first time this season, Jason Myers did something good for Seattle. He's been having a tough year. He's been missing kicks. They've scored a lot of touchdowns. He hasn't kicked a ton of field goals in general, hasn't had a lot of attempts. A tough year for Mr. Jason Myers, the Canadian. Well, he just dropped nuts on tape in that last game, had 6 field goals, Jovan.
He's been goated.
6 field goals.
Carrying fantasy squads ever.
Yeah. Yep. Perhaps he's the best kicker in fantasy. What? No shot.
No, he's been busting. Last month, he's been on an unbelievable stretch.
The last month, he actually has been, 14, 13, 19, 14, 24. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as they stop scoring touchdowns, it's been the Jason Myers show the last month or so.
What if I told you? Maybe you saw it already, but there's a combo square up. Same one you pretty much get for every primetime game, though, but 3.5 field goals.
I mean, that would tell me that shit's soaring less than. That's what that would tell me.
I'm surprised that was not your play. After he just doubled this line on his own, pretty much.
He went to Marist.
Marist?
Jason Myers.
The way he was a fox.
He went to Marist. Yep. He went to Marist. He has 42 field goal attempts this year.
I mean, it's just.
That is way more than I initially thought. Last year, he had 30. He was 26 for 30. This year, he's 37 for 42. That is a ton of field goals.
A lot of field goals. A lot of settling. Feels like every time the Seahawks playing somebody inferior, they just refuse to drop Nuck fully. They just settle all the time.
Wow.
They're super conservative. They're beating the shit out of them. They should be beating the shit out of them by more than Jason Myers trots out there.
Yeah. Crazy to me that he's kicked that many field goals because of all the touchdowns they scored in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But recently, he's been kicking literally 5 field goals a game. Okay. He's got 5 of them, folks.
Shortest field goal made on board.
Yep. You could probably take whatever less than you want for Jason Myers today, and you're making coins. Okay. All right. Awesome. Any other Thursday Night Football squares you were eyeing? Any other squares in the Xbox Bowl? I want to know record, by the way. I'm a PlayStation guy, so going to the Xbox Bowl.
Yeah, also a PlayStation guy.
Going to the Xbox Bowl just doesn't feel right, to be honest. But any other squares you like in the Xbox Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I snuck that wide receiver who got bumped. Somebody was bringing it up because I had it in a slip with Jacob Clark for one of them.
Okay.
I wonder, that can't be a natural bump up for Corey Rucker. Like that.
It means somebody else must be out.
Somebody's out, probably out. And the same thing happened yesterday with USF. I forget the guy, or Jeremiah Koger. He was like the freshman who got bumped up 15, almost 20 yards by the time game time was. And I was
Mm.
like, why is that? It didn't make very much sense. And what do you know? Keshawn Singleton ended up missing the game, who was the only veteran wide receiver, that got actual snaps that was playing for that team yesterday. So something's, I guess, up. Maybe it's going to be limited, but even in, I think he's a guy that would benefit from a potential shit game script.
Okay.
Or good game script for passing, but losing game script.
Yep. What a name on Missouri State. Dash Luke.
Yeah, Dash Luke.
DoorDash Luke.
He's gotten bumped down fat.
Okay.
He was at like 40s.
Okay.
Which I thought was absurdly high, but now the line makes a little more sense.
Weird that it was that high. Maybe somebody got rolled in, or maybe they figured someone else was playing, or
Yeah, everything's moving a little bit in this game, which is really weird.
Okay.
So we'll see what ends up happening, but
okay. Fuck a PlayStation. We be cash.
we'll be cashing.
Bets, bro.
We'll be cashing. I need to get some merch over there, dude.
Why do you need to get merch at the Xbox Bowl?
It's ritual, Krabs. I've got Frisco Bowl merch.
That's a
Xbox
ritual
Bowl
you
merch.
just nip in the bud. You end it.
No,
It's
dude.
a ritual you call it.
We're
You go
going
out on
to
top.
Xbox Bowl Game of the Year. I need something to put that in stone.
Are we shaking the gates? Are we getting there early?
I don't know about shaking the gates.
Should we get there first?
We'll get there. We're not going to get there at game time.
You know that video of people running into Jerry's world, sprinting from the gates, and people are quote tweeting. They're like, "Don't they have assigned seats?
Yeah.
Why is people
standing
sprinting?
room, or standing room only?
I guess that's why the people were sprinting. For
Yeah.
the standing room spots.
Like up in one of the end zones, there's a fat standing room only section.
Yeah.
You can get in for like $90, which is just unbelievable. But could never catch me doing that.
We might have to go shake the gates.
Yeah, I don't know about shaking gates.
Last time we were at the stadium, Ford Field. Is it Ford Field? Ford Arena? Ford Center?
Field's Detroit. It's Ford Center.
Ford Center.
Yeah.
Of course, excuse me. Last time we were at the Ford Center was for a PLL game. People forget that.
Yeah.
We had a good time. Wish they would come back here. All right. Cannot wait for the PLL to start up again here soon. A lot of big signings, a lot of big free agents on the move this week, Goots. I don't know if you've been tapped in. Seen a lot of these PLL moves.
Not as tapped in as you are.
Yeah.
Goose ain't tap, man.
Goots is just having wet dreams about Pete Alonso. He doesn't give a hoot about lacrosse right now.
Yep.
Come on now.
He hasn't even thought about it once.
I've been hearing some weird moaning down the hall the last couple of nights. I think it's just Goots looking at Pete Alonso's stats in his room before bed.
Plead the fifth.
Played the fifth.
Nah. Nah.
On that note,
That is just
okay. These shows get a little weird.
Goose Goonie.
All right. Anyways, are there any college basketball squares you like today, Jovan? There's only about
Yeah, they don't even have
10 up.
all but yeah. They only had the Pepperdine game up for a while. And then the rest of them are, I guess, for tomorrow's games.
Okay.
So no.
Why do they only have Pepperdine squares on for
I
tonight?
don't know. It's unbelievably soft. It's a shit slate, but not that shit. Dude, I've seen
It's
them
not
put
that
up
shit of a slate.
seen them put up so many worse games for squares.
Yeah, I agree.
Just
Kind of weird.
unbelievable.
Like, why do they only have Aaron Clark points and Styles Phipps points
Don't know, man.
up on the board?
Really don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, it's kind of a disappointment. All right.
It's
And the
down to
Hokies
get-
also don't play today in college basketball, so
Okay.
not a big CBB day, anyways. All right.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, I'm excited to go sweat out this game tonight at the Ford Center for the Xbox Bowl. Should be cinema. Hopefully, it's just an absolute stinker of a game and just a blowout by Missouri State. And they win like 31-0.
Blow them out too much, man. We need a semi-competitive game.
Maybe Clark goes out there and just has 2 legacy drives to open up the game.
Just drop some knuckle.
2 legacy drives. If you guys haven't watched this dude Clark play QB, it's let's just hope their O-line holds up, because this guy, he is slow. He's the slowest QB I've ever seen. He is Philip Rivers.
He's
in
a
the
pocket passer.
He is Philip Rivers in the pocket. He's huge, tall white dude, tall, big, stocky white dude. Cannot run to save his life.
No,
To save his life.
he is.
So yeah,
No Lamar.
it's good you're only taking his passing yards for today, because he can't do much else.
Just stand in the pocket and sling that rock, brother.
He cannot do
That's
much
all we
else.
need.
Yep. Missouri State looks a little public there on the spreads, on the money line. Nothing crazy, but Under also a little public as well. Some big bets being dropped on the under as well. Almost 70% of the money on the under, but less than 55% of the bets.
Sure.
Huh. Weird. Okay. Could be sharp or could be cake. Only one way to find out, and we will be there, boots on ground. Anybody in the chat heading over to the Ford Center later today? Let me know. We can cop a flick, cop a beer or something. Right? Shady Beeve on Seahawks, Krabs, chalk it up. Dude, I could not be less worried what Shady Beeve is on and it affecting my game. Okay? William and Mary, boys and girls, are they playing today? Are the Tribe getting up and moving?
The Tribe. Just sneak into the most moose slates.
They do. They play Radford today, yeah. They're laying 8.5. Coming off a loss at the Kaplan Arena. Okay. I'll tell you what I like in that game. It's actually the under in that Radford and William and Mary game because both teams are coming off of splooge fests. Where Radford had 107 points in their last game. Radford had a kid who had 50 points. Radford had a kid who had 50 points.
No.
And we're not talking about it.
No.
Yeah.
Put him on prize.
Radford had a kid who had 50 points in their last game. I believe it was Dennis Parker Jr. He had 53 points against Coppin State. They won 107-77.
That is actually just.
He was 19 of 24 from the field, 10 of 14 from 3.
Nah.
53 points, and nobody gives a shit. Dennis Parker, the former NC State role player, who's now a junior at Radford, and balling, averaging 19 points per game this year. Well, when you score a 53 pace, that certainly helps get that points average up. So you got him coming off that legacy game, one of the best, most efficient games we've ever seen. And then you got Radford coming off an 89-point performance in their last game as well. So, yeah. Or William and Mary, coming off of an 86-point performance. They also gave up 99 points in their last game. So both teams coming off of games with plenty of points. I'd say the under in that Radford and William and Mary game is looking at me kind of funny. It's up to 172.5.
Yeah,
that's a high total.
The track meet total, Krabs.
That's a high total. Wow. All right. There's some good ball players in this game today.
There is.
There are. Any thoughts on the Frogs? They played today.
Yeah, I mean, after a shit game, they play probably bottom 2 defense that they played all non-conference. So, like, you would think this should be a knucketing. I just want to see it first. I don't know if it's a Southland thing that they've got looming over them because they're pretty good against everybody else or what it is. I don't know, but
I don't know either. Yeah,
you just got to see it.
Okay.
I was eyeing play in one of the early games.
Really?
Sneakily. Kind of like App State.
Wow.
I was debating whether I wanted to. I'm going to take him. I was debating whether I wanted to do the same things I did the first time against ECU, whether it's just take their team total under because I think this is a game their defense probably wins, but I don't know about their offense in this one, which I don't know if I can ever be on their offense, but I think they'll do a great job slowing Coastal Carolina's offense down because they rely on shooting a lot. We saw how that worked out for ECU, who is a much worse 3-point shooting team, but they couldn't get it together. They turned the ball over a shit ton. That's what Coastal does. So I think App State might drop some knuck.
Yeah, I love this spot with them coming off of an outright win against ECU at High Point. As big
I know.
Old dogs,
that's what I was kind of trying to find my way around.
Okay. Yeah, I'm scrolling through this college basketball board. I wish I had more ammo for you guys. I wish I had more winners for you guys. I really do.
Just a knuck slate.
It's a shit slate.
It is. You just peep knuck and tip cap.
It's a shit slate. The best I could do is Drake plus 6.5. Best I can do. I don't want to force you guys anything else. I wish I could. There's nothing else I love.
No Western Carolinas?
No.
Plus $1 billion, plus 5 touchdowns?
Nope.
Pretty soft.
Nope. Maybe the Louisiana Southern Miss under 130.5.
That game is knuck.
The Raging Cajuns are 1-10. I could get there with that under.
There is Super Bowl out in Virginia, Krabs.
What would that be?
Grambling, Norfolk State.
Wow.
Super Bowl.
Norfolk State's good.
That could be game of night. Sneakily. Nobody talking about it.
Oh, those are two teams with shit records. They both lost a lot of games in a row.
Teams.
Norfolk's probably going to bounce back there. Norfolk State always has a pretty solid ball club. Norfolk State's had a great coach for the last 20 years. They've made March Madness tournaments, winning their conference. Both teams off to shit starts, though.
Yeah.
I'd probably lean Norfolk State up to -2 in that spot, but not loving anything there.
No, it's a big game.
Krabs, you saw the wrong. Virginia is going to play here next August against NC State.
Oh, yeah. The Brazil game.
Is that college football?
Yeah, right. Unless I'm tripping. Some game there.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that like a game to open up the season next year?
Yeah, it's like the Ireland game. Yeah, NC State, Virginia, and Brazil.
Wow. That's pretty cool, Pega. Okay. I did not even know that. I did not know UVA's alumni base had a big pool out there in Brazil. Okay.
I mean, I don't know why they're playing there.
I don't know either. But that's kind of cool. Pega, you got to go to that game.
Yeah.
All right. Slacks Picks get involved with the resub. Banger. W Slacks Picks. Slacks Picks, you're him 11 months on the resub. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome. All right, guys, couple minutes and we're going to get to the squad ride here. So stick around, lock in. I'm going to see if they put up any other weird squares up on Prize Picks for this NFL game tonight. Typically by now they're starting to put up some of these weird, low receiving yard squares or weird longest reception squares. I still can't get over the Charbonnet sitch with his longest reception, receiving yards, and reception square. Certainly concerns me a little bit for Mr. Sharp tonight, but I do think it'll be a crummy game on Thursday Night Football tonight on Prime once again. I think it'll be a crummy game. I'm loving that combo, rushing receiving yards from Kyron and JSN that you brought up. I'm loving the Jason Myers less than kicking points, less than 7.5. Grado Raj said, what do you think about Davis Allen under 11.5 longest reception? Feels like Parkinson and Ferg get the deeper tight end passes.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I won't say all, but majority of the Davis Allen targets are just straight in the flat. If there's anybody that gets the deeper concepts, it is those other two tight ends. If I had to pick one of the three, I definitely would go Ferg this week. That would probably be my preferred target out of the three.
Okay. Yeah, you could always just fade Davis Allen's fantasy score. His less than 4 fantasy score.
Okay. Could do that.
What do you think about your guy Raheed Shaheed tonight?
Shaheed. I mean, he's a deep threat in nature. So, the weather is truly that big of an issue. Not the best script for him.
No.
I saw he had a weird, the thing that I guess, especially against a tough run defense that a lot of these teams do, which is not mind-blowing, but you get your gadget guys involved in gadget ways, and he's got a rushing yard square on the board.
Yep. 2.5 rushing yards.
That I would not mind taking. I don't want to fade him just because it's God knows what the game script is going to be and what they'll do with him. But, I mean, situationally, it's not his best matchup, but bring him over to be a gadget guy, use him like a gadget.
Could be a decent night to fade Tutu Atwell. That went well for us last time, right, chat? Okay.
Shout out to you.
Yep. All right. Random square, but Harrison Mevis, 2.5 extra points is plus 210.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really fade that square on Prize Picks, but you could fade Mr. Harrison Mevis 1.5 field goals made after he had 2 last week.
Could also fade the 3.5 combo.
Yeah, you could just fade the combo. Harrison Mevis, Jason Myers, less than 3.5 field goals made.
You should just make a whole lineup of combos, just fading.
That one, the rushing receiving yards combo.
Can you do the combo pass yards for the quarterbacks?
I'm down to fade that one too. That's a 3-piece right there. Boom.
It's right out of the Krabs playbook.
Boom. Should I take the less than on the shortest field goal made yards?
See, now
combo?
that might be where you lose me.
Okay. Scholastic said Fade University. Okay.
That's where you're going right now for this lineup.
Yeah. I got 3 good combo less than. It's looking at me funny right now. Any punt squares I can take? All right. Let's get to the squad ride. Is Rav hosting a surge stream today? Yep.
Yeah.
The reports are true. Rav is hosting the surge stream today. Rav stepping up, showing some heart today on Thursday. Love to see it. Grotto, I would not bank on Stafford going over his fantasy score. All right, chat. Let's lock in. Goots, if you're around, if you're local, do me a favor. Run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. I feel like we got to put both Xbox Bowl plays in here. We're going to be boots on grounds. We'll have the chat decides. Unless you hate the under, we could just go Missouri State. And if you do, it's okay.
I don't hate the under.
I've been red hot recently, so would be super down to lean on your plays after you did not have your best straight bet day yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I obviously like Missouri State and points from them, but I can still tip cap to the.
I think we go both Xbox plays. And then I think we go your other 2 plays. Mavs team total and the Pacers, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, Pacers. Pacers are crab system play. Let's run the ball.
You know what? I'm calling an audible here.
MOST.
I want the Seahawks involved.
Oh, yeah, the Seahawks.
So I'm going to replace my under with the Seahawks, and we'll go 4 plays, 4 winners.
Let's go. Got the Hawks.
Okay. We'll go 4 plays, 4 winners. We'll go Seahawks money line, Missouri State plus 1.5, Mavs team total under 111.5, and the Pacers plus 4.5. I do not want to let the Pacers play get swept, chat, because that play is looking at me funny after Jovan brought that up. There is no reason why the Pacers should be getting 4.5 points in a basketball game on December 18th of 2025 with how they've looked as a ball club this season. That is a ridiculous line. That is a line that is there to get you to bet on the wrong thing and lose money. Plain and simple. That is a line to get you to bet on the Knicks, who just won the NBA Cup and are probably still drunk or hungover from Vegas. That's okay. We've all been there. And they're flying to Indiana with no reason to get up.
Wonder they had to have gone straight there. I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
They probably extended their stay in Vegas, had a good time. And
that's got to be the worst trip of all time. Going straight to Vegas.
Do they even
straight from Vegas to
do they even have
Indiana?
a flight that goes there? A direct flight? Who knows?
Probably custom.
Who knows? 4 plays, 4 winners. Get involved. You got a couple minutes left if you want to get involved. The poll is up on X, on the Bookit BTL X. So go get involved. Do me a favor. Everybody should be sprinting over to the Bookit BTL X account to lock in their vote in the poll. Get involved. Hurry up. Go, go, go. William Wagers says, Krabs, thoughts on the Salukis tonight?
I peeped the Salukis. Kind of like them.
Yeah?
Sneak like them. Minus 2.5 at home.
Take a peep real quick while we wrap up the squad ride here.
State Rivalry Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just fading the Redbirds has just been cake the last couple of years, but we're a Saluki pod. We are a Saluki-friendly pod here. We like this SIU team. We like their program. It looks like Illinois State is actually the public team here, so interesting. Okay. Yeah, I could get down with SIU and the Salukis, who are barely hovering above 500 right now as favorites against 8-3 Illinois State. Get down with that. Okay. Okay. Get involved, Rav. We should be good to start on time, so or to end on time, excuse me. So should be good. But yeah, if you need to start up late, whatever. All right, everybody's on Seahawks, Dr. Locks, Seablez, Krabs, probably Trent too. Surely this goes well. I mean, Swallow Bear, you're literally making stuff up. You don't even know what side Trent's on yet. Trent's technically a Rams fan. Not a lot of people know this, but Trent technically is a Rams fan.
Yeah.
So I love when people just make stuff up in the chat. My favorite. My favorite thing. And Swallow Bear's doing it right now, right in front of our eyes. Yep. Joey Lone's coming in with a 3-stream streak. Talk to me when it's a 7-piece, Joey.
No.
Need to be better. 3's not going to cut it.
No.
I'll say it. 3's not going to cut it. We'll see you tomorrow, Joey, and then let's make that 4. Okay? Win wagers. You can lock in the Salukis tonight. Stafford Glazer, Sage is saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Trent or Krabs is certified Stafford Glazer.
Trent allowed to be a fan of any team, that team in turmoil instantly. Yeah, we know he's a fan of the Thunder. That's the team he really cares about the most.
He's a fan of.
Yep.
He's the fake Rams fan, fake Angels fan.
Yep.
Even the fake Frogs fan.
Yep.
He's got no real team beside the Thunder.
Yep. Thunder is so good, they're actually Trent proof. That goes to show you how good that team is.
And not this year. This year is it's the most telegraphed ending of all time. He is so confident they are going back to back.
I mean, sure, yeah. Like I'm down to take them not to win the championship, but they are very good.
Oh, they're fantastic.
They're very good.
Fantastic. It's just he's so confident that they're winning the finals to the point where I already have that wager with him, Krabs, for a rack.
Yeah.
The Field versus the Thunder.
Yeah, they're not winning that.
They're not winning.
No.
He also took, I don't know if you saw this or he's talked to you about this. You'd probably have an aneurysm if you saw this futures lay he placed.
Oh boy. Who's in there?
OKC to win the finals. And this was right before the Panthers game. Rams to win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Avs to win the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
And Dodgers to win the World Series.
Damn.
All the favorites.
All chalk. That should hit.
Yep.
That should hit. I feel like if the Thunder lose to anybody, it'll be the Nuggets. I don't really know if anybody else can beat them. So
Nuggets and Rockets will be tough.
Spurs, can they beat them?
Spurs did beat them.
Is it Seahawks ML, Goots? Seahawks ML is the squad ride.
Let's go.
Okay. Dusting off old Krabs once again. Seahawks on the money line. It's kind of hoping to be the Pacers, but that ain't no problem. I think those are 4 winners you guys had to choose from. So make sure you guys also responsibly tail the other plays that were up there, like in the slate today. Missouri State plus 1.5. The Mavs team total under from Jovan. Pacers plus 4.5 from Jovan that I'm certainly tailing after that sell job. Don't forget, you can also responsibly tail these other plays. All right? Let's stay hot. Let's cash another squad ride. Let's stay perfect this week. Knock on wood. Okay? We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Do me a favor. Stick around for the Surge stream starting up